You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge Judith Scheinman.
This is Judge Jewdy.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Jewdy of the Municipal Jujo Court of New York.
You may be seated. In this case, defendant George Flanders is charged with anti-Semitism because he told a terrible joke at a Jewish comedy club. And I quote, "Why do Jews have such big noses? Because air is free." Prosecutor, you may take the stand.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. State your name, please.
My name is George Wilbur Flanders.
Thank you. You're doing fine. If you don't mind me asking you a few questions. Good. Do you have any Jewish heritage in you? Anybody in your family, a mother, a brother, a sister?
No sir, I'm a third-generation Texan. Mom raised a good Christian boy.
What a shame. Such a shame. Now, about that joke you told in the club, would you mind repeating it for us?
Here goes. Why do Jews have such big noses? Because air is free! Sorry.
Sir, that is a very offensive joke. It's so anti-Semitic.
No, it's not. It's funny. And if it's funny, it cannot be offensive. In fact, one friend is Jewish. I'm not an anti-Semite.
I get that you're not an anti-Semite, but the joke you told was.
Order! Order in the court! Okay, I will now read the laws from the Humor Constitution governing this case. Chapter 1, Clause A, Rule 7, Self-Deprecation. A joke alluding to a negative Jewish stereotype may only be told by a Jew to a Jew. Chapter 4, Clause C, Rule number 8. Funniness. An offensive joke may only be accepted if it is truly, really very funny. On the basis of these two laws governing Jewish humor, the defendant is found guilty of breaking both of the laws and committing the two crimes of bigotry and being totally not funny. I sentence you to 5 years of listening to a Jewish mother complain that her children never call or visit anymore. In our next case of the day, our jury will be tasked with deciding what type of humor is portrayed in the following joke.
As World War II ended, the Russians came upon a town recently vacated by the retreating Germans. They went to the Jewish ghetto and found that every single Jew, man, woman, and child, had been hung from hastily erected gallows. As they stared in silence, one Russian soldier said to another, "Look at what a horrible thing these barbaric Germans have done. They have hung every single Jew in town." "Yes," said the other, "it is terrible. They didn't leave a single one for us to hang."
What has the jury decided? Thank you. I will now read the verdict. This is a very dark gallows humor joke. We learn of the Russians' true attitude towards the slaughtered Jews in a surprising twist at the end, or what we call incongruity. They feel they missed out on the fun of killing all of the Jews. However, to truly appreciate the joke, we have to look at the Jewish situation, or condition, depicted in this joke. The Jewish condition is one of living in or surviving in a world in which no one cares about you or hates you for unexplainable reasons. This tragic situation becomes almost comical. Thus, gallows humor is a mixture of a surprise factor and tragic content and leaves us laughing but also thoughtful. After learning a little bit about gallows humor, I decided we have to lighten the mood, and I will tell a joke. Question: is one permitted to ride in an airplane on the Sabbath? Answer: yes, as long as your seatbelt remains fastened. In this case, you're not riding, you're wearing the plane. Please state your claim.
I'm suing him for defamation, for saying all the world's problems are because of me.
Defendant, what is your defense?
I was only replying to an anti-Semitic comment.
Okay, you may bring in your witnesses.
Where were you on the day of April 7th, 2015?
I went for a walk in the park.
And what did you see in the park?
I saw a Jewish man just sitting on a bench.
What did you do?
I walked up to him and told him that all the world's problems are because of Jews.
And how did he reply?
He said, and the bicyclists.
How did you feel about that?
I was so confused, so I asked him, why the bicyclists?
And what was his reply?
Why the Jews?
No further questions.
Now, as you can see, I was only making a witty comment, and the bicyclist happened to drive by. I meant no harm to him.
I have reached a verdict. Defendant, I find you not guilty of defamation, as you were simply making a statement to an anti-Semitic comment. Court is adjourned. Thank you all very much. How did you feel about the court's decision today?
Well, I guess the judge made the right decision. He really wasn't trying to offend bicycle riders. The judge don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna sue his ass in the Supreme Court.